So that's the end of God of War 3. Stay tuned for God of War 4, Athena's Day Out, as the chat room had said. Also, some are speculating that Kratos will become Queen of the Harpies. Here's your crown, your majesty. And that someone else said that the Harpies need hope because it's got to suck to have a bird body.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So these credits are like the longest ever, by the way. Well, we'll discuss the game then. So speculation is that he's released hope to the world.
So
Humanity can grow anew with none of the Greek gods. So that's the destruction. That has to be the last game then. All the Greek gods are dead.
Don't spoil things in the chat right now. Don't look at the chat right now.
God of War 4, how Athena got her groove back. What is the chat saying in there?
I don't know, things that might be true.
Oh, I don't care. What does it matter? It's what they guess is as good as ours at this point.
Well, I think that
nothing else has come out yet.
Some people have seen things at the end after the credits, though.
Oh, don't spoil the after credit bit. I want to.
So humans with hope will be able to.
Humans with hope will be able to
a scorned world
invent
full
a new
of
god.
Harpies.
No, they'll invent a new god with a scripture made of arbitrary rules and regulations. Perhaps a prophet will arise, get killed by his own father and a bunch of Jews, and then
he himself will send himself.
And then that will become
die for
yes. And then it will become. Then they will become the U.S. of A. USA, USA, USA.
There's some serious credits.
Indeed. First party quality assurance. Takes a large team to make an epic game.
Yeah. It was a good game, though.
Yep. Yeah, it was a decent game.
I didn't like Kratos.
No.
No, I did like Kratos.
They did a good job of not making it too repetitive.
I felt like the writing was really spot on.
Yeah.
You know, besides having a protagonist you don't care about.
Yeah.
But that was still interesting.
Yeah. I don't know who I cared about.
I think that we cared about him getting revenge.
I didn't.
But
I didn't want to get absolute revenge. I didn't really
Yeah,
care
at the
about
same time.
killing Zeus. I don't mind Zeus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Zeus, you know, he may be a dick, but he keeps the world in order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Needed more boobs.
He is a pure anti-hero.
I liked poor craft guy.
Who?
Craft guy.
Oh, her
Aphrodite's husband.
Oh yeah, there was some really strong characters in it, which I liked. I think that was probably the appeal of the game, is that it's more like you're there for the interaction between the characters, just like Greek mythology. You didn't cheer for anybody in Greek mythology, you just were interested in the interactions and the stories.
Other than Aphrodite. And that's just because you wanted peace.
Yeah. And it is true, very few boobs for a God of War game. Very few.
Yeah.
I was expecting more. It almost feels as though they tagged in the boobs just to make it a God of War game.
Appease.
But it's like they're trying to distance themselves from it a bit, because God of War, when it first came out, its claim to fame was that it had all the boobs in it. And that you could have sex by pressing buttons.
Finally.
Like, you actually controlled the sex somehow.
Yeah, you did.
Even if you did it blindly.
Yeah.
Actually, this has the most boobs?
No. Yeah, very few good boobs.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing.
Ben, what has more good boobs, this or Dante's Inferno? Depends what you consider good boobs.
Offhand,
good boobs on a monster is still good boobs.
I didn't
by
finish
the way.
Dante's
We've proved
Inferno.
that with Mortal Kombat. Melina.
Yes. Yes.
Even though those boobs aren't quite good
I'm
either.
gonna say Dante's Inferno did.
Yeah?
I'm not positive. There's definitely more of the same boobs quite often.
Dante's Inferno had that wall of boobs.
You see his wife's tits a
wall
lot.
of boobs. I don't like that the only
Yeah,
boobs
Dante's Inferno has more now that I think about it.
that we saw in God of War 3, the only good boobs that we really saw for an extended amount of time was ruined by the fact that we were throwing the girl around by her head. The only jiggling was because we were throwing her to the ground, which kind of ruined the moment.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Aphrodite's boobs were good.
Aphrodite's boobs were nice.
And then the other jiggling from that slave girl was when she was struggling in fear and trying to get away.
Yeah.
It's gonna warp a lot of kids.
Aphrodite's boobs jiggled. That scene was looked like it was intentionally campy.
Yeah.
The way that she's like, this shouldn't be shown to minors. This is definitely for a mature audience.
Dante's Inferno has boobs with tongues coming out of them.
Yeah, there's some really, really fucked up stuff in Dante's Inferno.
Little curious.
Yeah. Like, surprisingly fucked up.
Duke Nukem had wall boobs too? Huh.
I've heard.
Yeah, she's probably still alive.
Fun fact, the game's makers thought about making Kratos into the Grim Reaper instead of dying. I would prefer... yeah, wow, that's true. Whoa, here we go, the end of the credits.
Uh-oh. Does he live?
I don't know.
Oh, he's crawling.
How could he survive that? He's mortal now. Zeus took away his god powers.
He went into
What's going
the water.
on?
What does that mean?
He went into the water, so he's going to be Poseidon.
Does he turn into Poseidon?
God of War 4. Poseidon returns. The vengeance or the revenge of Poseidon. So what does that mean, guys? That definitely...
Just that he was alive?
I think what that means right there is we might make another game one day, and
we're not sure.
We need something to write around that. We need something ambiguous that we can write a story around in case he does come back.
Vengeance complete.
God of Waterworld. God of War 4.
He turns into Aquaman.
The Postman. He becomes Aquaman.
Oh, it's Poseidon.
Poseidon?
Poseidon?
There you go.
Poseidon.
Poseidon. You have unlocked challenges, chaos mode, costumes, and videos. What have we got? Costumes.
Oh.
Okay, now this was what would make it amazing. If he can be dressed as a slave girl. With his boobs there, just running around.
Oh, you just got that one.
Oh, man. That's lame.
Lame.
If your Kratos does quadruple attack damage, enemies do quadruple attack damage, trophies are disabled.
Huh.
And combat arena and challenges, I don't need either of those. Videos. Wow. Jeez.
That's a lot of stuff.
This is what happens when you got a Blu-ray disc to put a game on.
Poseidon.
Wow, what? Wow.
Where's creating Poseidon?
Up. There. Down. Down. There.
See, when you have a Blu-ray disc, you can put as much as you want on it.
Yeah.
They could never do this with an Xbox disc unless they included an extra disc. It's just a DVD.
I love brainstorming. That's one of the best things about games, right from the beginning. It's
cool.
It's just a creative process. Yeah, it's fun.
What happened to the original concept art for Poseidon?
You can't fast forward though, that kind of sucks. You can just pause, stop, and play.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
Nice.
Huh, cool.
Let's see here.
Look at those nerds.
And you get to watch some of the stuff again? Cool.
Voice acting? Who's in voice acting?
Where?
Up.
Down. There.
Malcolm. Ugh. Gotta be up in 3 hours.
This recording session for God
I would like
of
to
War
see
that
Kratos.
we're starting today is the culmination of a lot of preparation. This is definitely the most complicated session I've ever put together.
I'm gonna go get a
You don't want to see him?
Should go in the other room while we can.
I want it just to be
No, I just
Patrick
wanna
Stewart.
skip through it.
How close do you need to be? Here, just duck under the microphone.
He is Kratos?
we need to take a couple minutes to readjust where things are. I'm a little nervous about this session, just the number of variables. We've got a lot going on. 2 actors at a time. We've got a lot of people going to be at the session. We've got facial capture. We've got teleprompters. We've got all
Cena
kinds of
and
stuff. It's a new
Kratos. He's
studio.
Kratos.
There's room for
I wanna hear
error,
this guy's
but I like
voice.
to think that
Yeah.
I've nailed everything down before we got there, but I'm definitely, my breath's coming a little shorter today than it normally does. We are moments away.
What was it, Kratos?
All I remember is what I have lost.
That is why you should give me the power. I understand its true meaning and
My character, I like to think of her as she thinks she's doing something good, but in reality, she's trying to take over the world.
Kratos.
I want to hear his normal
She's
voice
the
now.
key to our
Interview him.
revenge.
Yeah.
I trust you to do the right thing, Kratos.
You shouldn't.
Kratos, I found out, is a
I
piece
love
of
his
me that
face.
I kind of didn't know existed.
Oh, he's got a
It's
deep
kind of
voice.
a dark side that it really is.
I like how
fun to
tiny
get a
his body
chance
is,
to
though.
explore.
I delivered your revenge on Zeus.
My vengeance ends now. I owe you nothing.
Wow. He's just drunk.
Oh, that's
When
cute.
you have the other actor in the room, you're able to come up with a rhythm. It makes it more real.
I really, really like it. It gives you a chance to play off of what the other person is doing as opposed to doing it by yourself.
We're getting so much from this performance that we wouldn't normally get. I'm totally stoked about it right now.
You owe me this, Kratos.
I owe you nothing.
Bravo. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man.
That was it. That was it.
I knew you'd come back. I've never worked with the prompters,
Pandora.
and it's really freeing for the actor because, you know, you're looking straight ahead instead of always, you know, face down in the page, and it's really a cool
Yeah,
experience.
it
Find the labyrinth!
seems like you would open it up.
Ah! Please! Help! Kratos! One of my favorite things to do is scream. I really, I like, I don't know why.
Easy, Ben.
I don't know why.
Even if she's of age, she played a girl who wasn't, which is
I
a
just try really
gray area.
Win-win?
Win-win.
Pretty sure that's what you call a win-win.
Your
Yeah.
character and actually thinking a thought before it makes it more real. They called me a monster.
Yeah,
Natalie was
Kevin
new.
Sorbo.
We'd never worked with her before.
Huh?
She was
Oh,
a
yeah.
Yeah, that's
yes.
why I was.
Yeah, I didn't even think. Okay, I'll watch this through just in case he shows up.
For a game today, and it went very, very
I want
well.
Malcolm.
I'm happy with how today turned out.
Phenomenal. Phenom.
That's all that really matters is Stig is happy, and if Stig's happy, we're all happy.
I'm the boss.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that was him again. He's like, Kevin Sorbo looks different. Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah!
So,
I love
it's
him.
a whole different look. I didn't quite have that look. Kind of more gear on. I didn't weigh, 4,000 pounds. This guy's like about 12 feet tall.
They called them labors. Ha!
There you
That was good. That was really good.
We're gonna have to deepen up your voice there, Sorbo.
Easy choice because he's Hercules.
Hope
but
you're not
necessarily in terms of the way that he's played Hercules in the past. A little bit of a departure.
Can we get, but this kind of brother,
more intense.
seething?
But this time, brother, this time I will destroy you.
That's good.
In this game, he's a much darker brute.
Yeah, they,
he's
like,
not the brightest
made it so
light bulb
basic.
out there, but at the same time, when it comes to war, he's
Look
brilliant.
at. I love the concept art of him being like that.
Okay. As pissed as you can get.
The most valuable I can be is to take what the creator of the game has been imagining and seeing on paper for a long time, and bringing it to life with the voice, and trying to find different ways to get to actors to achieve what he wants to do.
And the way he does that is by saying, "Be pissed, or pissed."
Take the breath after stables, and then you can finish off the phrase.
Okay. The most frustrating thing about doing voiceover is the amount of time you've got to do each line. You've got to repeat it, but you've got to also do it in so many different ways, so many different
What they
inflections.
blank out there?
And you end up
Oh,
losing
he
your
wore something
voice.
advertising.
Have you not killed enough of your family?
Good. That's very good.
It was a slam dunk. He really brought a passion to the character. He was very professional. His voice was kind of running out. That's when he gave some of his best stuff.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Fantastic.
Thank you. It wasn't the same Hercules. It's not even close to it. So it was a darker and more sinister person and a more evil person to deal with and play.
Somebody had to be explained who he
you know,
is?
from my standpoint, it was a lot of
Jesus
fun.
Christ.
Media recording, very excited about
Nice.
it. Today we're doing Rip Torn, and
Rip Torn is awesome.
Based on Greek mythology. This guy's
man.
like the Smith guy.
It's almost like he did his hair to be like him.
Yes, exactly.
The Roman name for Hephaestus is Vulcan. He's the god of fire, and he's a great blacksmith.
It's probably not hard to convince voice actors to play gods.
The greatest thing you have on stage is the other actor.
I don't get extra pay for this.
Thank you. They are entertainment, and they are movies, and you can get involved in it. It kind of gives you a semblance of what live theater used to be when you had audience participation. Yeah, I kind of look like that.
Ghost of Sparta, it is you. Well, well, well. I thought Zeus would have killed you by now.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Man, they had a really good lineup for this.
He's the inventor. He also created the labyrinth.
Oh, I love him.
He's just explaining it to him now. Oh, yeah?
It's really cool. Eat lunch with Malcolm McDowell. You can't beat that.
The ice storm, that will give me the power to bring my son back to me. Where is my boy?
Awesome.
You bastards!
They're all just loving it.
I bet you they didn't ask him to repeat himself too many times.
With one more, please.
Oh, we're not gonna
The old guy's
protecting
there
all
to
these
ask him.
takes, are we?
Yeah,
Don't
we are.
tell me we're gonna do 2 fucking takes. Why don't you just use a bit of proper take? You're gonna,
Is that for real?
we have to do 2 takes of everything.
Well, because we're
Not for protection.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Let's listen to it.
That's
Let's listen to it.
nonsense.
And we're going to listen to one line.
He's serious.
Okay. You don't mind, right? Because it's really, if I'm in a jag and it's going, it's going.
I hear you.
They slow it down.
Could we
Malcolm
go on
Malcolm
to a
McDowell
statement, please?
doesn't have
Yes.
any patience.
Tell me what you need.
The word catalyst had a little bit of a squirtle to it.
Okay?
Okay? When you're ready,
Okay. To escape it, we must assemble it.
actors are so varied and so different in the way they work, and to find what that key in there is and unlock that door with them and
Malcolm's
then
a
be able to
dick.
play is really
Yeah.
a challenge and a kick
He's
at the same
Caligula
time.
in real life.
He said that if I took the liquid fire and the sling...
Can I have some eggy wigs?
Oh, my child.
You know, I
That's
actually
great.
like that. That's
I just want
different
him
than what we
sing,
thought.
Terrific, thank you.
singing in the rain.
Yeah.
Vengeance on the king of gods. You'll need an army of gods. And weapons. Of course, weapons. I could build. I could use the fire of Hades. Wait, please. Please, wait. Free me. Free me from my torture.
We're good. We're good.
Thank you, Spot. Thanks, Barton. I say,
Cheers,
I say squatter.
We're not used to people coming in here and nailing it so, like, basically knocking it out of the park like this. So
Oh, really?
we had more time, so.
Well, no, okay. Well, listen, I just thought, oh my God, I thought I had reams and reams and I had to do everything twice. It was like, oh my God, if you've got it, you've got it, right?
Right. Yeah, we got some great stuff.
Great.
It's fantastic.
Terrific.
It's interesting that they left all that in.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
To work with Malcolm McDowell and Rip
You
Torn
don't
in
fuck
the
with
same
Malcolm
day.
McDowell. They didn't exactly
Wild
fuck with him. They asked him to
experience.
do the line
It's fascinating
twice.
to me too, the different acting styles, because Malcolm McDowell's very much the Royal
I've seen a
Shakespeare
few things
Company,
with
and then comes in
older
you know,
actors
word for
where they
word,
pissed off when you
like
asked them to
that,
do another take.
and
Yeah, 'cause they're
Rip
just
Torn
like,
is more of the old actor's studio.
I'm a legend.
He's a little bit up and down and nowhere, but out of that comes a
Royal
gold
Tannenbaums.
of its own kind.
There's an extra level of
father,
dimension
what's
and
his name?
texture that we got to them. That's
Oh, I don't know
just
who the
through
father is.
fact
I can't
that
remember.
They're
Gene
fucking
Hackman.
good actors.
Now that
Oh.
we've gotten the
I saw
recording part of
behind
it
the scenes
down,
where he didn't want to do another take.
my stress
Wow.
level has decreased a great deal.
Now you can have a glass of wine.
Now I can have a glass of wine.
You are the reason I live.
I guess because they don't give a
in
shit. Their career's made. They don't have to do anything for anybody.
can't. Perhaps he did allow me to kill the Nemean lion, but he made your name known amongst the people. A fierce warrior, a killer made a hero, a man made a god.
But you, what have you done with my child? My boy, where is my boy?
Your son is dead, Davis.
Boy, my child, no, no!
So that's the voice actors.
That's cool.
Alright, so that's our playthrough of God of War. I think that brings it to a close. Yeah, I don't know what to say at the end of these things, these long hauls. We will keep doing these because we have the time now. They don't got anywhere to go. We're going to try to... Well, you know what? I'm going to wrap the show here for now. Let's God of War out of here. Ready? And... That's our show.